there's many challenges actually facing couples today, especially young couples many of whom have parents who are divorced, and they're wondering, am I going to be able to make it in marriage? So they're kind of like putting it off or postponing marriage or not getting married at all. And some of them are wondering whether cohabitation is the thing to do. And in this book, the authors of all the different chapters talk about all these various things, like being a child of divorce, cohabitation, contraception, what is it like to marry young, right out of college?
So today's culture really is making it more difficult to be married.
I think it is, Brian. There's two kind of pillars of Catholic families. A Christian point of view, one is that it's unitive, and I think marriage is no longer seen as united with Christ or a product of God. It's harder for couples to get together, so unitive is kind of under attack. And then the having children is also under attack. Not just abortion, contraception. It's just kind of the lifestyle where kids are too expensive and it's difficult. So I think those are two core areas of family life that are being attacked today.
Yeah, marriage is tough, and unless it's a strong marriage, it really could run into trouble. How can couples strengthen their own marriage, and how can we support married couples?
Well, in our chapter, we do address we're the old married couple of of this book.
Mature.
But yes, right. But we talk about three pillars of a healthy marriage, and we think that it's communication, forgiveness, and then most importantly, having the foundation in Christ. The grace from the sacrament of marriage, and the grace of ongoing participation in the sacraments.
That is so key, because couples think they're going to cohabitate to figure out whether or not they actually get along, and when they do that, they don't have the grace of the sacrament to strengthen them.
That's right.
So Sunday is Father's Day. Let's talk a little bit about how we can support men in the role that they play in the family and in the marriage.
Well, I think men need to feel respected. Men want to be loved, and that's really important. But if I think if a man feels respected, I mean, agree with everything that the husband's doing, that's vitally important. I think another key role that wives can play to help husbands is wives tend to be a little more social, a little bit more involved. Sometimes they can prod and organize things with me. But we usually need to talk to our oldest son, or why don't you come home a little earlier, make sure you make that ball game. So I think encouraging the interaction that is maybe not as natural for men helps us to be better fathers.
How do you take that prodding, Art?
I don't always like it.
You don't call it nagging, though. I noticed that.
I don't.
I've learned not to nag.
Prodding and nagging, I'm sure, are very different things, aren't they?
Laraine does it in a very diplomatic way, but I think women have a natural sense of the community aspect of families, and sometimes we men were compartmentalizing, so to encourage us to be more involved, I think is a great gift.
It is key for the dad, the husband, to be in the middle of the family, isn't it?
That's absolutely right.
Well, happy Father's Day to all the dads, Catholic and married. Leaning into Love from our Sunday Visitor. You can find it at osv.com. We appreciate both of you being with us today. The Bennetts, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And Palestinian